Lefties are losing it after finding out that their words actually do indeed have severe consequences. I got a banger from Melanie King. Let's get straight into it.
From my job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my job.
Say that again.
I was just fired from my job. Now I have nothing but this. I have
We don't feel bad.
nothing but this website. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
So you think celebrate?
I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Melanie King for putting this compilation together. There's a ton of these clips online. I've tried to find all of them, but goodness gracious, the amount of tomfoolery that these liberals have exhibited throughout this, and also the senselessness of it all, and the fact that they thought that there would be no consequences after mocking Charlie Kirk's death. This is the karma that I think we all wanted to see. I was waiting to do this video because I knew there would be more and more videos come out. And we'll probably have to do 2 or 3 of these. But this stuff is absolutely just karma, and I think these people deserve it.
To the person that sent that video to corporate and got me fired, thank you. And I know that everybody is going to see this video.
Baby girl, you're crying. You're mad. You're not happy.
You're a liar!
You're not happy about this.
Too, and that's okay. I'm not gonna say anything wrong. Did I realize that what I was saying in that video was going to lead to this? No, I would have never fucking done that. But it seems like with my life, no matter how hard I fucking try.
So hard I tried. Oh, what is it? I tried so hard and didn't get really far. Baby girl, you gotta know that your words have consequences. Come on now.
I end up fucking shut up. But I know that everything happens for a fucking reason. And I may not...
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
Gotcha, bitch!
know right now what that reason is. But eventually, God will...
The reason is because the universe wanted you to have some karma. Or if you believe in God, God wanted you to have some karma for being senseless and mocking someone else's death and being insensitive to a man that was a father and had children. That's why you got fired. That's why. Don't think it's some other reason. The reason you got fired is because you were a non-compassionate, evil person.
Reveal that to me. I love helping addicts. I love helping people. This job stressed me the fuck out some days, but I didn't care because it was worth it because I was helping people. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
Baby girl, I don't know where you work, but anywhere you got a little you got a shirt like that with a little logo on it, it's probably not a high-end corporate gig. You know what I mean?
Shots fired!
Where did you work at? Glorious? You know, where did you work at? TGI Fridays? Like, it looked like you honestly probably worked at a freaking bowling alley. Dude, who cares?
Whoop de doo.
My daughter is about to go to college.
Well, she's cooked now.
And I don't know now how I'm going to pay for that. But I know that I'll figure it out. And if you want to send this video to corporate too, that's fine.
Baby girl, you're already fired. We don't care.
But to anybody that creates content, if you work at a treatment facility...
This irks me, man. Just because you get on TikTok and rant, you're not a content creator, dude. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Content creators have to put a lot of thought into this, and they have to have like a message and a core following. Just because you put a camera on your face and you're on TikTok and you do rants and you talk about stuff doesn't make you a freaking content creator, in my opinion. That's just me, though, dude. Like, a content creator, in my opinion, is somebody who has a message, who's amassed a following, who, you know, makes money from it. If you don't do a lot of those things, you're not just a content creator. Just because you put a freaking camera on your face and you put your phone up and you rant into it doesn't mean you're a content creator. Like, this term is so colloquial now and just thrown around so much. Everybody thinks they're a freaking content creator, dude. I still don't even consider myself like, I'm a content creator. I don't know. I'm just more of like I guess a free speech activist. I don't know what you would call it. A delusion denier. I don't know what you would call it. Like a relationship guy. I don't know. Maybe I am a content creator. Maybe I am an influencer. But it's just something that irks me. Like, baby girl, you got a full-time job. You are not a freaking content creator.
If you work in healthcare, watch what you say very carefully. Because it doesn't matter if you don't speak somebody's name. Just describing a situation is enough to get you fired. I did not know that. But now I sure do now.
Stupid.
I don't know what I'm meant to do in this life. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I am trying to follow the path that I thought God had for me and wanted.
No. Don't bring God into this. Because if you would have been listening to God, you would have had compassion about Charlie Kirk and his family. You weren't listening to God. You weren't listening to him.
For me. But I just keep getting thrown different ways. Maybe I
Hey, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. There you go, baby girl. You wanted that. You wanted strength, right? He's giving you a battle right now.
make stupid decisions. Yes. But my intentions are always fucking good.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Cap, your intentions are not always good. You dancing on someone else's grave and saying that Charlie Kirk deserved it? Absolutely not. No. You're a bad person. You're evil, and evil people get evil consequences, and it is what it is.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
So, we came in for an order earlier to print a poster for a vigil tonight.
Yeah, so
for somebody that passed.
propaganda.
It's not
It's propaganda. I'm sorry. We don't put that here.
Alrighty, so
Wow, good on them. I think this is one that was like a Charlie Kirk poster they had that had some like negative verbiage on it, so they refused to print it. So I don't know if this is Staples or where else, but shout out to these guys.
what's your name?
Carol, I'm print supervisor.
I'm one of the managers.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, we do
So
not
they
print-
say they don't print
we don't
political
print-
propaganda. So this is somebody that passed away a couple years
That's
ago. from a
political
bullet.
propaganda, unfortunately. I'm
So
sorry.
this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil.
It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
Wait. Was this something that was good or negative about? So I may be totally wrong here.
Stupid.
I wish they were showing it. Did I pull this up? Chat, I'm probably way off base here, so never mind. Don't shout out to Staples. It seems like these guys are on the right side of this. Yeah, I might be total off. Let's keep watching.
What makes it propaganda?
Because he's a political figure, and I don't have to.
Press.
Yeah.
Our general manager is going to be in on Monday. If you
No,
want to
it's
speak
totally
further
okay.
on
No,
the
we got
subject,
you.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was about to say, come on. She's a big back feminist. No wonder she didn't want to print it. Okay, so never mind. Shame on frickin' Staples or wherever this is. My bad, chat. Y'all know I'm stupid, man.
Stupid.
I try to keep up with it. I'll be reacting and not responding. You know what I mean?
you're welcome to
About Charlie Kirk ended up on Turning Point UK's Twitter account, so
Oh, that goodness gracious! What does this look?
I need to address this because it's all getting a little out of hand. Let me firstly state that I am no longer at the Petticoat Emporium. My stall has been removed. In the neck at his own debate rally. I try to avoid American politics if possible, but I've opened X to a bunch of little bitches crying and whinging about how political violence is never the answer. These people are gunning for politics that is inherently violent to its people. These people are gunning for politics that are inherently violent to a population.
Charlie Kirk was never violent. He preached so much against violence. This is such a horrible take.
To marginalised people, to people who need access to healthcare. This is the same across the West. This isn't just the US. This is England too. I'm sick of this idea that you can't meet violence with violence. If somebody was smacking you in the face in the corner of a room over and over, you're going to hit them back. You have to. You're not getting
Charlie Kirk never put his hands on everybody. These analogies are so trash.
out of that unless you do. These people do not care if you live or die. They don't.
Yes, dude, Charlie Kirk definitely did. He was pro-life. Y'all want to kill him. He wants to keep him alive.
As long as you can work for them and make them money, and once you're useless, they don't care. They want you to die. Why is anyone condemning that? Fucking them all. Them all.
All right, y'all, quick.
Yikes, bro. This is insane, brother. Like, it's so deranged and insane. It's in my biggest opinion, it's just real low IQ behavior, bro.
Values out loud.
Meet Haley Curdell, a 911 dispatcher from Nashville, Tennessee.
Bro, I love these guys that are like exposing these people. Bro, I love this. This is hilarious.
She has been put on unpaid leave due to her social media post. For some reason, Haley thought that this cartoon would be appropriate. This is a person that works in law enforcement. She's a 911 dispatcher.
Wow.
Well, she was.
Well, I mean, if you look right there, Exhibit A, right on that little nostril there, is that septum ring.
A lot of people on this app were making jokes about Charlie Kirk's assassination on social media. And today, they are waking up, finding out that they have no jobs and they have been fired or laid off. Well, what did you think was going to happen? Just because you don't agree with what somebody says does not mean that you should be doing stuff like this.
I completely agree. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer, that sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Loki, free. Sit. Shake. Good boy. Other hand. Good boy. Wait. Free. Go to your place. Man, oh man. Lefties are losing it, bro. I think this is something that they've earned, though. I think they've earned to be fired.
It's disgusting. I hope they find the rest of the people that have been making jokes about the situation, and I hope they all lose their jobs. This is a sad world that we're living in.
So true. I got a buddy who was trying to make some posts about it. We have very, very different political beliefs, but I try to set that aside. I've known this guy for a long time. But he was posting some stuff about it. But as soon as people started getting fired after like the first day, he stopped completely because I was like, oh, I think he realizes that he keeps poking the bear, he gonna lose his job too.
I made some stupid comments about Charlie Kirk on the day that he was shot. I said some things on Blue Sky and on Threads that I'm sorry, not sorry for, but I said them and I deleted them when it was requested that I do so by my employer. And then today, on a weekend, I'm told that I am no longer employed at Microsoft.
Won't they do?
After 6 years, building the diversity, equity, and inclusion department from scratch, I lose my job because one of you, some random person, reports my posts to my employer, goes out of their way to find out where I work and takes my job, takes my security away from me for a thought, for an opinion. And you talk about freedom of speech like you care about it. And you're just going to take my money, my life, my food off my plate.
No. It's freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences. That's the thing. You got to realize when you're an influencer or a content creator, and you already know how I feel about being called that, but when you're somebody that is putting yourself in the public eye, you got to realize it is free speech, but it's not free consequences. You know, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And these people are realizing that, bro, like, you want to talk out the side of your neck, something's going to happen to you.
I like going on the internet and finding people who like to make fun of Charlie Kirk's death, and I let their employers know what they're up to online. And we got 7 more confirmed fired.
So I've lost my job. I got called into the office yesterday.
and I kind of felt like something was off, but they called me in the office yesterday, and after I finished like half through the work, and told me that they could either fire me or I could put a resignation in, but that would look better. But they fired me, or they're getting rid of me because of my TikTok and the book post.
I gotta be fired from my job. I woke up and told myself the shit from the Charlie Kirk shit from yesterday. What the fuck? I gotta pay my rent.
You gotta pay your rent. Well, rent is still due, brother, man.
After celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk, DC writer Gretchen Felker Martin has been fired.
Bro, that name in itself, Gretchen Felker. Good Lord.
And DC has canceled the entire new series of Red Hood. She posted some comments that I almost don't want to repeat. Hope the bullet's okay after touching Charlie. The first issue dropped of Red Hood on Wednesday, but by Thursday, DC had fired her, canceled the entire run, and even refunded the comic shops for unsold comics. Honestly, this shouldn't be a shock or a surprise. Felker Martin has a long history of extreme public statements. From 9/11 to Osama bin Laden to the awful stuff she said about J.K. Rowling. So honestly, how did DC not see this coming? DC said her comments promoted hostility and violence, which violated their standards. But the fact that they cold called this disgusting person and got them to write for them should set off some alarm bells about what's coming from DC. Bottom line, Red Hood is dead on arrival, and now DC's cleaning up a mess they should have seen from a mile.
You got people.
I mean, so true, and I feel like we're seeing a lot of stuff like this happen with like woke games, and like I just played the new Assassin's Creed. I haven't beat it or anything. I haven't played it all the way through, but the Assassin's Creed, God, what's it called? Is it no? It's not Mirage. God, what is that one? AC Assassin's Creed. Is it Shadows? Is that the new one? Yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows. So I started playing that one through, and like halfway through, you can pick up like a companion, and you pick up a companion that's a female sumo wrestler, and I was like, what? Female sumo wrestler? And then I started doing some digging. I was like, can there even be female sumo wrestlers? And there's never even been one. You can't even have a woman step on a sumo wrestling mat. Like, they see it, it's like blasphemy to them. Like, a female can't even step on a sumo wrestling ring or area. I was like, what? Female sumo wrestler? What? You're telling me this lady was like Japanese, and she was 6'4", 260 pounds. Boy,
You're a liar!
They don't build them like that. They don't build them like that. 6'4", 260 Japanese woman. What's the average? Let me just look this up. What's the average height and weight of a Japanese woman? Average height and weight of a Japanese woman is, come on, put it in feet and inches, brother. In feet and y'all know I'm stupid. Stupid. Feet and inches. 5'2" and about 116 pounds. You're telling me that y'all had a 6'4", 260 pounds. Bro, stop it. That is so stupid. That is so dumb. But the game did okay, and I will say the gameplay's fun, but overall, that part of the wokeness is like, that's so dumb to me. And I think a lot of companies are hopefully going to wake up and realize, oh, we're going bankrupt because we're putting stupid woke crap in video games and movies and TV shows. Like, bro, I can't remember what I was watching the other day. Like, about 10 minutes into it, I was like, it was like a gay couple. I was like, can we go 20, 30 minutes into something without there being something about people being gay? I ain't got nothing wrong with people being gay, but I'm like, does it have to be in every show? Like, I remember back in my day, you know, you had Brokeback Mountain. There's about two men lovers, and they loved each other, and the movie was real good. I never watched the movie personally. Maybe I should go check it out. I don't know. But it was like, okay, that's notoriously gay. Cool. But now it's almost like every show you're in, it's like they're just pushing this agenda. I'm like, bro, what is this? It's so weird.
There are... Greg, come here. What? Greg, hold on for a second. Charlie Kirk was just shot on a college campus in Utah. Did you see what I just saw? Is it bad? Okay. Charlie Kirk was just shot at his campus in Utah. Why are you laughing? He is my friend. Your first reaction is to Charlie Kirk is a d, and you're smiling, and you laugh that my friend just got shot. You
Evil, bro. Evil.
had the audacity to laugh. If you think shooting Charlie Kirk is justified because you disagree with his political opinions, you need to study your heart. Abortion culture has led to a desensitizing of our nation, where we think we can shoot political enemies and we think it's justified. Do you guys think it's justified or a good thing that Trump got shot? Did you guys laugh?
Yeah, this guy right here said no, but you can look at him. Boots, he looks based.
Charlie was shot in the neck, by the way, and you're laughing and clapping for it. What you all did, you're laughing. So today when we were setting up, someone said, "F those babies, kill them all." That's what, and you laughed again.
Episode 2 of Let's Make These People.
Unreal. I see that, and it really makes me think, like, you know, when I found my faith probably a few years ago, I was talking to one of my buddies who's a devout Catholic now. He used to be an atheist as well, a devout Catholic. And he's like, Levi, you know why I kind of lean towards Catholicism versus, you know, Christianity or Methodist Church or something like that? He goes, because a lot of the things that the Catholic Church believes in is based off of reality and logic. And I was like, oh, really? Okay, interesting. But the one big thing he talked about was, you know, in Catholicism, I don't know if this is specific, but the one thing he got from it was like, if there's pure good in this world and there's pure divine, like, greatness in this world, there must be pure evil. And I think this goes back and kind of into the Charlie Kirk effect. It's exposing the pure evil we have in this world, of these walking demons, of these people that are celebrating another human being that was spreading a good message, who was a father who had children, and demonizing him so much and like dancing on his grave, which to me is some of the most vile behavior you can have. But it made me start thinking, yeah, if there is pure good in this world and pure divine, like, goodness and positivity, there has to be pure evil. And this, we're seeing it on display right now.
People famous for the vile comments they have made about Charlie Kirk's unaliving. I don't care what political party you are a part of, this is never okay. We have a lot of these, so buckle up. This is Melissa Cook, and she made this vile comment here saying he is a terrible human being. Terrible. I do not wish blank on anyone, but him not being here is a blessing. She works for this school district right here, CCSD Panthers. They have made this statement addressing it, but nothing has yet to be done about this woman. Pause to read. This woman right here is Stasia Sumter. She allegedly works for the Knoxville Community School District, specifically at West Elementary.
And what breaks my heart the most, dude, is that these kids are teaching like K through 2nd grade, K through 12. Like, they're in charge of our youth, and they're probably trying to brainwash them to make them feel like this is a good thing.
She is a special education teacher, and this is her profile. She made this comment here saying, I normally would say till I see you again. So since I never wish to see you again, to you, I say goodbye. Then made this comment here saying, bye-bye, a-hole. This is Zachary Stewart. He is the assistant director of admissions at Hampshire College. They have actually made a comment about what he has said, just saying that his comment does not reflect their values. He said, I'll say this once about Charlie Kirk. The man was not going to say all of those words. I will never mourn the loss of a man like that, ever. The only people I feel bad for is his children, simply because they will have to reckon with the kind of person he was. He was a horrendous human being. To be honest, I can't say his name. I think it's Whiny Bullock. He made this comment today saying...
His name is Whiny. Maybe it's Win. Whiny baby.
America became greater today. There, I said it. He allegedly works for the Greenville County Schools.
Bro, it's so many people working for schools, and this is also the thing. A lot of these schools are very left-leaning, and that's why a lot of these people come out of these institutions brainwashed.
They have yet to make a statement about his comment. This is Gerald Burgett, I think. He is the lead writer for Suns the Phoenix Sports. And they have made a comment we'll look at, but he said, truly, I don't care if you think it's insensitive or poor timing or decline to respect an evil man who died. Too many of you are more concerned about being polite and appearing to be good people rather than showing some backbone and standing on principle to condemn hate. He also made these two comments here. Pause to read them. Phoenix Sports says, we have addressed this matter and with the individual and made the decision to part ways. There is a lot more where this came from, so stay tuned for part 3.
I was just fired from my job.
Good Lord.
Big bag.
Got that Snorlax build.
So, yeah.
Guess you gotta go work at the next Starbucks down the street.
Shots fired!
Follow me?
Follow me? Bro, your shadow has a hard time following you.
Shots
know. Like this video, give me a follow, stay tuned for more content because it is coming. It is coming.
We don't care.
Worker at Middle Tennessee State University in Murfreesboro was fired for remarks they made after Charlie Kirk's death. Let's get back to Peyton at the WKRN.com alert desk now with the new information. Peyton.
Yeah, the MTSU president issued a statement saying an employee offered, quote, inappropriate and callous comments on social media concerning the horrific and tragic murder of Charlie Kirk, end quote. MTSU says the comments were inconsistent with their values and have undermined the university's credibility and reputation. The employee was immediately fired. Their role at the university was not released.
Matthew Dode made comments that were inappropriate, insensitive, and unacceptable. We apologize for his statements, as has he. There is no place for violence in America, political or otherwise. And tonight, President Donald Trump also called out anyone making comments demonizing those who disagree with them politically.
It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible.
That's right. No room for that. And again, Fox Digital reporting that MSNBC has fired political analyst Matthew Dode over his inappropriate comments today.
Thousands of people have gone online celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk, and many of them are now losing their jobs. Many of the people you've seen cheering on the passing of Charlie Kirk started with this man who just moments after Charlie Kirk was struck, right in front of him, was cheering on video that Charlie Kirk was hit. Then you have this woman who was a nurse going on TikTok celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk, and now people have found out where she works and are talking to her employers. This man who wrote this entire statement here is actually in the military, and people have already alerted Pete Hegseth, who is essentially this man's boss. And
yeah, he needs to be dishonorably discharged. How dare you? You're fighting for people's freedom, and wow.
Will probably be trying to do something about it. You have another woman who is a 2nd and 3rd grade teacher's aide who was posting about that she wished she would have heard of another obituary talking about Donald Trump, but instead she would settle for Charlie Kirk. And this man, probably the most prominent person to be fired after their comments on Charlie Kirk, was Matthew Dowd, who was actually working at MSNBC and went on air saying some absolutely terrible things. But more and more of these videos are coming out, and more of these people are going to be losing their jobs.
Shocked. I was like, somebody actually posted this.
A Barrington teacher tonight put on paid leave after parents say the teacher posted inappropriate comments on social media about the shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
No remorse, no nothing. It was more so, oh, he got what was coming for him.
Parents say the post in question was a TikTok video. It's since been taken down, but parents we spoke with still saw it.
It was a post of a male teacher who is saying that the killing was justifiable.
Barrington Superintendent Chris Ashley first announced the school's actions to parents over email before addressing the issue again at tonight's school committee meeting.
We will be conducting an outside investigation into this. We can't discuss the details.
Any acts of political violence cannot be tolerated.
Parents tell us the teacher in the alleged video works in the high school and is involved in the union. Multiple parents spoke out during public comment tonight.
Having the most evil reaction to someone's death is literally disgusting.
To make our students feel safe, our conservative students feel safe, our Christian students feel safe, he needs to be removed.
The schools, bro, this is why you got to stick your kid into a private school that has conservative and Christian beliefs, bro. Like, the public school system seems to be so tainted, dude. When I was a teacher, bro, nothing about politics, left or right, was ever really talked about. Now it seems like so many teachers are spewing their political beliefs in the classroom, and I think you should keep that away. And also, and I'm religious, I think you should keep religion out of the classroom, especially in a public school. It's not your place to preach your personal beliefs inside of a school. Now, if you want to put your kid in private school, cool. You can put him in a private Christian academy. You know, a private whatever academy if you want to. Private school is different because you're paying for it. It's almost like a service. Like, hey, I'm paying for them to be here. Therefore, we want you to preach a certain message because you said you guys do, and I'm paying you for our kids to be there. That's why I'm like, with our child, with our little daughter that's going to be born in November, maybe late October, she's going to be homeschooled for a lot of it. Because I used to be a teacher, Cass is a nurse, we're pretty smart, we're pretty, privy on what the world has to offer. But then when she gets maybe a little bit older, maybe middle school, even high school, we're going to put her in a private Christian school, or maybe even a Catholic school. Like, I'm putting her somewhere that she's going to be around like-minded religious people in an area that is not in poverty. Because I live in the hood right now. I don't live in a nice area. We bought a cheap house in a cheap area for a reason, though. This is kind of like a starter home. But they said, we've been watching a lot of true crime recently, and they said like one of the top, I don't know if it's the number one or number whatever, but it's one of the top determining factors on your child's success is the zip code that you raise them in. So if you raise them in a zip code that's very impoverished, very poor, there's a high crime rate, or if you raise them in an affluent area with a low crime rate, that stuff matters. So if you're going to have a family, try to move to a place that's more affluent, that has less crime, because the zip code you raise them in is going to help form how they are as a person, a teenager, an adult. So it's stuff to really think about, especially if you want to have kids or if you are in a relationship. And so Cass and I are planning on getting out of the area that we're in right now and moving to a very affluent area where, the houses are very expensive, the crime rate's ridiculously low. So our daughter has the best chance possible to be as successful as possible and stay away out of harm's way, number one, but number two, stay away from degenerate people. So, and it seems like a lot of these public schools is where these degenerate people are promoting this violence are. So get your kids away from that. And honestly, if you can, get away from it as well. We live in a very conservative area, but I'm sure there's a lot of public schools around here that kind of have teachers that believe this stuff. But I will say, if you see any of this stuff, dude, speak out about it. Take screenshots. Send it to Quinn Pratt if you can. He's on TikTok, I believe. And I think there's another guy. His name is like That One Guy 96 or something like that on TikTok. You can find him as well. He exposes all these people. Send that stuff to those people, and they will reach out to their employers so they aren't, brainwashing children. Because I believe that is that's a national emergency right now. That's a pandemic in itself. These adults brainwashing children into thinking this stuff. Because to me, that is terrible. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Ain't that right, Looks? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.